Alright guys, well, we've gotten most of this berm actually pretty goodly shaped. So I think I'm gonna go get the mountain bike so I can quickly test how it's gonna be, because we also have the next feature, which is gonna be a boner log. And so I need to make sure that everything aligns properly. I've had a lot of problems in the future, or in the past, where I've made the berm and it looks like it's supposed to go a certain direction, but in reality you end up popping out into a different area. So I'm going to make sure with the mountain bike that I pop out in the right area, because I have everything marked out roughly. With the McLeod, I just took some of the grass up, and so okay, so that seemed a bit slow, I would say, for how big I want the next feature to be. So I'm going to start a little further back and then pedal a little harder into it to see how much speed I can get. That was embarrassingly chill looking. Obviously it is chill because it is a berm, but you know, it's a big size berm. It's supposed to look cool. It'll probably look a lot cooler when I go fast. Honestly, I think that's pretty good. It seems like it's exiting pretty much where I want it to. And so I'm pretty sure I can start on the boner log. I want to get that started. So what we're going to do is we're going to go collect materials for it. My plan is not to use a full-size log, although I have done it in the past. It works, but I think it'll look cooler and it'll be more structurally sound if I just take 2 posts and almost make it like drop-like, but without, you know, the end being up in the air. It'll be the end, so it's more like, you know, a straight ramp like a boner log is supposed to be. So yeah, so we're gonna go and get material for that. All we're gonna need is like some 2x4s and some just some oak logs, which you guys could see over there. There's tons of that over there since a lot of trees have gone down. So we're gonna go collect some logs. I brought up a chainsaw, skill saw, all that stuff to make the boner log. So yeah, let's get to it. Look at that hole, look how deep that goes. That's a good 2 feet, about by 10 inches by 10 inches, which is just a hair larger than the log I grabbed here. The reason I picked such a large log is because we're actually going to only use 1 log instead of 2. So what we're going to do is just notch out through on the top, and we're going to use that 2x4 or whatever it is. We're going to use 2 of those straight across, and then you might as well have the other log in there, which we're going to use over there. I don't want to put that in there quite yet until I set this one in there, see how everything goes, and then kind of debate how steep I want this boner log to be. I don't want it to be too, I really don't want it to be too steep, because it's gonna it's gonna be a harsh impact and not be so fun. So yep, that was the progress. Might need to make the hole slightly bigger. Okay guys, it's the next day, and as you guys can see behind me, I've done a little bit of work off camera. So with this build comes obviously stuff that ends up getting changed. So my original plan of using 2 posts, like what you'd use with a drop, I decided to only use the 1. Originally, the reason I was gonna go for 2 posts was because I thought that this was not gonna be wide enough, but it turns out it's still gonna be wide enough. As you can see by that little test board up there, that's about the skinniest part of the entire thing, which is, you know, small but not too bad. So, and then my dad had the idea of, instead of making these 2 posts just stuck together, we should widen it on the way down, so it'd almost represent an arrow. So that's what I ended up doing, and it seems like it's actually going to not just make it look kind of cool, it's also going to make it less sketchy when entering this berm here. So you're going to rail this berm, and then you're going to shoot out into the canyon there. And so the idea is that with that widened area there, that we will be able to not have any problems making it onto the log itself. So what I'm doing is basically taking about the area from here to there, and I'm adding 5 inches on each side, so 10 total. And that's how I'm gonna get that arrow effect with this. So they'll all be slightly smaller. Each board will be slightly smaller until it ends up being 19 inches at the top. So yep, we're gonna get to that. I'll get a time lapse going so you guys can enjoy that. Let's get to it. All right guys, I brought the bike up here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and go around this turn and then see how the alignment is on this this log here. I like to make sure before I start packing things in and making it more permanent that the alignment is correct. So a lot of the times, at least for me, I have a hard time aligning things, and so that goes for the exits of berms to jumps. So sometimes I have to make minor tweaks on the berm because the berm is definitely going to be easier to move than anything on this. So what I'm going to go do real quick is go up there, pedal into the berm here with speed I would relatively like to use for this jump. And then we can see how the alignment is. After we pack in the berm, then we can actually get started on getting a landing going. Let's hope that everything ends up working out, because I don't want to be moving things around. Well, let's go test it out. Felt it's slightly sketchy, but not too bad. Yeah, honestly, the only thing with this, the only sketch factor is that berm is not fully hard. It's actually nowhere near hard. So I think once that's packed in, which we're actually going to do next, then this should be perfect alignment, honestly. Rohit's going up to guinea pig the jump. You. Let's see if he can send it.
Yeah, I got that for sure.
Yup, 100%. I think that's it.
Let's go for it.
Send it.
Hey, someone, Phil.
You got this, Rohit. Woo! Woo! Heck yeah! Dude.
Oh my god! Dude, that's so sketchy!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
You sent that so far.
Dude!
Oh my god.
Dude, I thought we had to push the landing back. That was a mistake.
Dude, either that or we just leave it like that and then less speed.
I think we should push it back more. Or like, no, push it forward a bit.
Do you want to try it one more time before we do that?
Sure.
With a little less speed?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Alright guys, we are back like a week later or so, and we're back to work on the landing. So in the last clip you guys saw, we came to the conclusion that the landing needs to be built a little bit taller and a little bit steeper, but it honestly wasn't that bad. I think the length is around perfect because you're coming in and you'll only need 2 pedal strokes to clear this jump. So I'm super stoked on that. And so yeah, I'm just gonna basically use the excavator, build this landing up a bit, and basically level it out, and then we'll get the watering tank, and we'll make it all smooth and super nice, and then we can move on to the next feature, which will probably not be in this episode. It'll be in the next episode. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this so far, and if you are, please smash that like button down below. It would really help this series keep going, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so in this next clip, there isn't that much context, so I'm just going to fill you guys in real quick. So after that clip that you guys just saw, I ended up finishing the landing, getting it all packed in and all nice. But then I also started working on the next feature, which is going to be just a big 180-degree berm to get us into future features on the trail. So basically what I did here was I built the 180-degree berm. I only used the McLeod to rough it in, and then we'll get on to me packing that in and doing some different adjustments to it. So yeah. All right, dropping in, testing out the berm. Okay guys, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the berm. So I originally thought I was done with the berm, but then with further looking and riding the berm, since I'm working on a different section of the trail now, I noticed, as you guys can see here, see how kind of I get to close to the top, and then I'm angled down, and then I'm losing a lot of the berm at the end. So I think what the problem is that we need to add more dirt in this section of berm. And so I'm going to add some from about here to maybe about there. And maybe I'll even continue and make it, keep adding some throughout the berm. But I think it's just too small there. And this being a 180-degree berm, we really want this thing to ride good because speed's pretty important, it seems, afterwards, because the next section of the trail seems to be kind of slow. And so I'm going to go ahead and take the mini excavator, grab some dirt and throw it on the top, and then we'll pack it in, test it out, and see how that works. I'm sure it's hard to see on video how large this thing is, but if I were to guess, at the highest point, it's probably about 4 to 4.5 feet, somewhere around there, tall. And so that's gonna, again, really help with getting speed for the next thing, since this is a 180-degree berm. I wasn't thinking this too far out when I started the log cannon over there. And so not really paying attention, realizing the road is literally right there. Yeah, there was some concerns. I thought there was a good chance that I would have had to just totally scrap the jump back there or something weird, because, you know, this was supposed to be a really, really nice line. And if you can't hit the berm nicely or fast, then it's just going to ruin the rest of the line. So there was a consideration of having to remove that and try something else. But I'm really stoked that I was able to make this work. And you can pretty much, if you're confident enough, go through this berm at full speed, which is really, really nice. And so, you know, for people that might not be able to clear it without braking, I had the option of obviously having this big old straightaway for the next jump, which is going to be the racer jump. And so if you end up braking through this and you need a little bit more speed, there is plenty of room to add a couple pedal strokes to clear that next jump. And then obviously if you clear the racer jump, the next jump, which is gonna be a humongous kicker ramp, that one is as long as you clear the racer, you'll clear the kicker ramp. That's the idea. And a little hint, it's gonna be out of wood, so we can make this kicker ramp perfect, where if you clear that, you will clear the kicker. That's the idea. I want this line to be smooth and nice, not something super janky where almost nobody can ride it except me. So yeah, that's the goal for this trail. There you guys have it. That was episode 1 of the Proline build series. If you guys did enjoy this video, please smash that like button down below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss episode 2 of the Proline build series. Remember guys, full send or no send?